So I guess, Matt, what are your thoughts on both matchups? The top of the division with the Bills and the Dolphins, and the bottom of the division with us and the Patriots.
Both big implications, but for totally different reasons. I like the Bills. They are hot right now. I think they, got hot at the right time. They're a team that nobody wants to play. And Miami got their doors blown off this past week. Maybe it's a bounce back spot for them. They struggled against Buffalo the first time these two teams played. And like I said, I just think Buffalo hit their stride and they're the hot team right now, and they're going to win this game. As for the Jets and the Pats, I have no idea on this one. I really don't. I could see a way where, the Jets sneak out an ugly one and they win, and Bill Belichick goes out with a loss, and you feel good for a little bit. And then the part of you's like, well, the draft positioning, and that stinks. But then if you lose to Bill Belichick once again, and like that's his final game as Patriots head coach is a win over the Jets, and like I think it's a lose-lose situation for the Jets. So I'm going to go back to old reliable, go numb, whatever happens happens. And I will say this though, I can't believe that Robert Saleh is saying that if Zach Wilson's healthy, he's going to play. That's like bullying at this point to put Zach Wilson back in there against the Patriots. He is horrific against New England every single time.
Yeah, if you really wanted to bottom out your trade value on Zach Wilson, you play him against the Patriots in the final game of the season. Like, at least you could say, oh, well, he didn't play well versus the Dolphins because he got concussed on the second play of the game. Look what he did just before that. This is the nice shiny toy that we can then trade. Green Bean, what are your thoughts on the top of the division and the bottom of the division?
Well, I know that actually makes sense, what you guys are saying about the bottoming out of Zach's value. I have a feeling that Zach's going to play. And I also have a feeling that Zach's parting gift to us will be to knock us from pick 6 to pick 12 in the draft and have the one game where he beats Bill Belichick, and all the Jets fans can say, yay, we ended the streak. And I don't know, man. I just I hope this week ends in a way that can help us. I'm pretty cynical right now. This season has beaten me to a pulp. It might be one of the more difficult seasons. Like, I'm exhausted by this season. And again, like the cutting of Dalvin Cook and Saffold today, we paid Saffold $370,000, almost $380,000 to sit on our practice squad for a couple. Can you imagine, man?
That's more money than the fine that David Tepper got for throwing his drink on a fan. And for those of you guys that don't know, David Tepper is worth $20.6 billion, which if you account for like $100,000 salary, if you made $100,000 a year, that's the equivalent fine of $1.46.
$1.46. Well, how much was his
on
fine?
$100,000?
I don't even know. I didn't even see how much I saw the clip. I didn't see how much he was fined.
$300,000.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. He's like, whatever, man.
But
it's like, it's just imagine, dude, not only is it, that much for him, but think about what that would be for us, man. Imagine just going, hey, we just need you to sit here, we're going to feed you. We want you to gain some weight. You can lift some weights, drink some protein shakes, and we'll pay you $400,000. Like, okay.
Wild.
I'm in, dude. But it's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. We have one more week, and it's just, I can't wait to see. Like, I'm trying to figure out the most creative thing that can happen that could make us look like boneheads for supporting this franchise. I'll tell you what. Like, we were talking about it last night, Ryan. The one thing about this division, like, I like the idea. Like, somebody's got to win it, right? It's the Bills or the Dolphins. I hate them both. It's the whole thing. But for me personally, like, I hate the Bills less than I do the Dolphins. It's just a thing for me. I know not all Jets fans feel the same way, but that's where I am with it. So to watch Miami be like the number one offense in the league, and they've been the number one in our division since the beginning of the season, to see them the last week of the season fall, lose 2 in a row and kind of limp into the playoffs, losing the division. That's something I can chew on. That makes me a little happy. You know what I mean? It's like something. I get something. And because it's something, it leads me to believe I won't get it. The only positive there is maybe the Buffalo Bills don't even make the playoffs. There's that. That could be nice. But I still think knocking Miami down would be good. Put them in the wild card game, watch them lose like they always do. It'd be so fun to me because I'm rooting with hate now, Ryan. That's all I got left, buddy.
Oh, dude, I'm with you on this one. As far as Miami winning, I want them to have to travel to Buffalo to have to win a playoff game. I do not want them to have the benefit of being down there on South Beach and doing whatever they want to do in their stadium. No, not happening, not flying. Ali, what are your thoughts on the top of the division, Bills, Dolphins? What are your thoughts on the bottom of the division, Jets, Patriots?
Yeah, for the AFC East, that game, for the Buffalo Bills in the beginning of the season, I told them, people would call me crazy. I'm like, the Bills are overrated. They need to make a change if they want to make a run. They made a change by firing their offensive coordinator, and now look at what they've done after they fired him. They needed this run to get back in the groove of things, and that's exactly what they did. And they're probably one of the hottest teams in the league with the Ravens. And they're going to be a dangerous team to watch in the playoffs. And the Chiefs are not looking too great. So the Bills have a chance of running it to the AFC Championship, and you don't know what's going to happen after that. So obviously I'm going for Buffalo. I like the guys on Buffalo, but Diggs has to step up because we have not seen Diggs do anything for the last few weeks. Diggs going to have to play a big role if they want to win this game. Miami, I hate Miami. They have Braxton Berrios over there. They got Mike White over there. They got a lot of former Jets over there. I don't like Miami at all. And I'd rather root for the Buffalo Bills and taking the AFC East. And then for the garbage game in Foxborough, I'm just rooting for our stars to shine. Again, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, have a nice time. Like, that's pretty much what it is. I think Breece Hall needs to have 100-something yards of scrimmage yards to top Thomas Jones. And that's kind of what I'm rooting for. So, that's the little things that we want to root for. Obviously, last year in Foxborough, the Jets absolutely was a stinker. They lost in the worst way possible. It was a punt return touchdown, and that was the only score of the game. So this game is definitely going to be a really trashy team going at each other. The Patriots defense is always really good against us, and they're decently been really well this year. I don't know how the Jets offense, who's dead last, is going to move the damn ball on Bill Belichick, but it would be also cool to just beat Bill Belichick. I don't know what's going on with the Jets. I just want the season to be over.
Dude, I can feel that. As far as Bills and Dolphins, I do not like the Dolphins. Specifically, the players that we wound up kind of giving them or, releasing from here, they wound up going over there. So, like, that's super bitter. I look at McDaniel and I think, like, wow, that could have been our offensive coordinator. It would have been nice to have that offense here. You see Tyreek over there. He could have wound up being a New York Jet. He didn't choose us. Like, just everything about Miami. The fans, sorry, Dolphins fans that are in here, you guys suck. You guys are miserable. You guys have been in my DMs nonstop the entire season. You guys get one win against Dallas and you're all high and mighty, and then you get smacked down to earth by Baltimore. You guys are going to go on the road to Buffalo. Buffalo's going to blow your doors off 2 weeks in a row. That's what I want to see.